What's going on? I'm gonna have that conversation. It's legit. Arsenal is legit. Arsenal is legit. What they did against Bayern showed that they can go far in the Champions League and they are legit to win the Premier League. This type of performance I saw from Arsenal, amazing. Very amazing performance, man. Especially when they're going up against Chelsea this weekend. And as a Chelsea fan, I'm gonna admit I do worry about this Arsenal team. If you're an Arsenal fan, be happy, be proud. This to me is probably the best squad I have seen since the '04 Invincibles. Since the '04 Invincibles, this squad is probably going to be the best team ever in terms of stats, in terms of not in terms of trophies, but in terms of stats, in terms of defensive records, in terms of set piece records. They might surpass the '04 Invincible team because that's how great Arsenal is playing right now. Before the game, I said if Arsenal can convincingly beat Bayern Munich, then if you're a non-Arsenal fan, you have to admit that this Arsenal team is legit. You have to give them the credit. You have to give Arteta his credit. You have to give the management the credit, and you have to give this Arsenal squad the credit because prior to this game, this was two undefeated teams in the Champions League going against each other. I had this game a draw, but I said that towards the end of the game, if anyone is gonna come out victorious, it's gonna be the team that has the squad depth, the quality on the bench. And Arsenal showed that. Arsenal showed that they can go tango, they can go bang for bang, they can go player for player, they can go performance for performance. They can bang with you and still bring someone from the bench who can change the game. And that's what happened. That's what happened. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Black Ralphie. I'm here to talk about Arsenal versus Bayern Munich. No, just do a short video about it because I don't have enough time to go fully in depth in analyzing the game. But the formation was very similar, right? Like I expected this lineup that Arsenal came out with. I expected this lineup that Bayern also came out with. Arsenal had no Gabriel, Bayern had no Luis Diaz, so it canceled each other out defensively and offensively, right? Arsenal lose the best center back, the defensive leader, in my opinion, and Bayern loses Luis Diaz to suspension that he did on Hakimi, who can give them that pressing and that 1v1 dribbling and can also bang in the goals himself. But here's the thing. Arsenal have replacement. They have Mosquera who played very good. They have Nkapie who has gone up against Bayern during his time in the Bundesliga against when he played for Bayern Leverkusen. So this shows that, you know, Arsenal team are very, very legit, man. They came out with a 4-2-3-1 formation. The usuals that I saw against the Spurs game. I saw this, except there was only one significant change in the Arsenal lineup. In Arsenal starting lineup, there was one significant change, and that was Calafiori being benched by Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly was the starting left back, and honestly, I was a bit shocked by that. I think most Arsenal fans will be shocked by that because I'm saying, why would you want to bring on Lewis Skelly against this Bayern team when you know that he's going up against Michael Olise, he's going to go up against Kimmich, he's going to go up against Nabry, and honestly, I'm going to be honest, he did not have a good game, which is was expected in my opinion. He did not have a good game. I think he was the only bad link. I think he was the only player that did not live up to his standards, that couldn't do anything, that couldn't elevate himself against Bayern. Um, because Bayern was playing out from the back. You know how they are. They like to press, they like to play out from the back, and they were just attacking Lewis Skelly, right? Olise would attack Lewis Skelly. Um, Paul, the 17-year-old kid, would attack Lewis Skelly. Even Nabry, sometimes they would change. Nabry and Olise would switch. So now Naby's coming to the left side or the right side for Lewis case, and then he's attacking Lewis Skelly. So, and I think most Arsenal fans would say the same thing, like, hey, during halftime, he needs to come off. Bring on Calafiori, or you bring on Hincapié, who got the experience. Because keep in mind, Lewis Skelly's about 18 years. So he has a talent, he just don't have the experience, and he doesn't have significant minutes to keep up with Olise and his boys against his Bayern Munich boys. So I think he was the weak link for Arsenal. And then set piece came at the 22nd minute. Saka took the ball, lovely cross by Bukayo Saka, and a lovely header by Timber. Like Manu Noah, the Bayern coach, was trying to argue for a foul, but I'm like, I'm sorry, brother. That is a clean shot. That is just a goal. There's no foul on that. It was a beautiful header, man. Um, about ten minutes later, um, Bayern equalized. 17-year-old kid. It was a lovely long ball by Kimmy. He played a lovely long ball to Nabry, who was attacking Lewis Skelly, and he just did a one tap pass to Carl, who just tapped it in. And that was a lovely, like, I'm so happy for the 17-year-old kid being able to be one of the youngest guys alongside Lamine Yamal to score in the Champions League. And I think when it was 1-1, I would say that it was a decent back and forth between both teams. It was 50% Arsenal and 50% Bayern. There was a couple of chances that Arsenal had as well because Saka had a chance. Um, there was also a couple of chances that Bayern had in the first half as well. But then they went to halftime 1-1. Second half, and I'm going to be honest, around the 60th minute, I think that's when Arsenal was in control of the game. Second half came, you know, I was wondering why is Lewis Skelly not taking off yet? Bayern was doing the same thing again. They were attacking Lewis Skelly. They try to play from the back, and when it doesn't work, they play it long. And Arsenal did a good job trying to, keep Bayern out from them trying to put the lead up on them. And then from the 60th minute on, I think Arsenal was in full control. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Those set pieces was coming in sharp. Those set pieces was coming in sharp, man. Like Marino had some two good chances of a set piece. Shout out to Bayern goalie Manuel Neuer, like doing some fantastic saves. Even though he had a bozo moment later on, but we're gonna get to that. He had a bozo moment later on, but he did some fantastic saves off of those set pieces. And I kept saying, if you're Bayern, you have to watch out for these crosses. You have to watch out for these crosses. You have to watch out for these set pieces because Arsenal scored one, right? They scored the opening goal, who's in a set piece, and they are more than likely to score again, either through a cross or a set piece. And that was what happened. The goal, the second goal for Arsenal came through a cross, right? It was a beautiful cross by Calafiori, and then Madueke came in and just tapping the ball in, you know, first goal after 17 games, first goal for Arsenal. So shout out to Madueke. I'm sure he was so happy to be able to score that goal, which is very interesting because Trossard got injured in the first half. Around the 30th minute, Trossard got injured, and he came in and replaced him. So Madueke was already in the game in the first half, and he was playing on the left side because Bukayo Saka was on the right side. Because that's where Saka plays at. But I keep saying Madueke is decent on the left side, but the right wing is where his game is. Second half came, Martinelli came on around the seventh. I forgot what minute Martinelli came on, but I think he was replacing Bukayo Saka because Bukayo Saka he had a decent game. He had an assist, but and one chance that against one chance in the first half. But other than that, I think it was quiet most of the game. So he came off for Martinelli. And keep in mind, Martinelli has scored in each of these games he's played in. Martinelli has been balling for Arsenal, especially in the Champions League, man. He's been scoring against against Athletic Club. He scored against Atletico Madrid. He scored. Like this guy is scoring. So he came in, and I think this allowed Madueke to go to the right side, while Martinelli go to the left side. And and then the third goal for Arsenal came, and I'm gonna be honest, that was shameful by Bayern goalie. I mean, this is one of the greatest goalkeepers of all time. There's a counterattack coming. You want to come forward. You know it's a 50-50 gamble when you're trying to step out. Manoa stepped out and he missed it. He missed a chance to clear the ball out, which allowed Martinelli to latch onto the ball and have be 1v1 with the net. He was 1v1 with the goalpost, and that's it. And he just slotted it in, and that's it. It was 3-1. Arsenal 3, Bayern Munich 1. So any opportunity that Bayern had of a comeback was gone because Kane was nowhere to be found. Kane was dropping to the midfield a lot, and he couldn't do much. He had nothing much going on. He's dropping to the midfield. By the time he tried to get into the opposition box, they have already marked him, and he's he's isolated. He cannot link up. He cannot get the ball. So overall, I think it's a good game by Arsenal. And as a Chelsea fan, I'm saying this team is going to worry me, man. This team is really going to worry, man. Arsenal is looking dangerous right now. They could achieve a double double. They can achieve a double double. Like if you're a non-Arsenal fan and you're trying to disrespect this Arsenal team, shame on you. I'm sorry. It's shame on you because this Arsenal team, they are legit. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Try to subscribe and like the video and tell me what you think I should work on. Um, if you're new to my channel, I appreciate it. Shout out to Arsenal. And what's up with Liverpool losing, yo? What's up with Liverpool losing? Damn.